Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Coach O'Brien at Penn State. Played a great game. Got after us. Got out coached, got out played. And like I said, got our best work for a second week in a row. And again, my hats off to Penn State and their football program. Wish them the best of luck the rest of the season.
Ken, the 3 turnovers today after 4 against Notre Dame. What's going on there?
We got to take care of it. Not just that. I mean, 4th downs we're not going to, but we're going to have a hard time, beating high school teams if we don't take care of the football. Much less a program like Penn State. We know that playing the Notre Dame, playing Penn State, we got to almost play perfect to have a chance. They made some plays there in the red zone. We have to play perfect to stay close. If we can find a way to stay close with these guys, maybe we can do something. But got out of hand there a little bit. But the turnovers definitely hurt us. Getting in the second week in a row, we got off to a bad start. But a lot of it's their fault. They played well for the game.
How about the penalties? You're usually the most disciplined team in the country, and it wasn't there today.
Yeah, it's uncharacteristic of us. We didn't play well. I didn't coach well. Guys, like I said, we got to play mentally perfect to have a chance against a team like Penn State. We didn't even come close. Not even close to that. That's the disappointing thing. We played 2 games in a row, just assignment-wise. We try to simplify things this week. Felt like we had too many missed assignments last year, so we tried to simplify things this week, and we still had way too many errors, too many penalties, too many turnovers. In order to beat somebody like that, like I said, we can't beat ourselves. And obviously the score is indicative of what we got after us.
And a lot of the problems start, on both sides of the ball, start up front, where on offense, the line is not, giving Trey time to make those decisions, and on defense, they're not putting any pressure on the quarterback.
Well, yeah, and we're an option team. We're having a hard time moving people off the ball. And we're having a hard time holding the point against them. But we played, like I said, we knew we were going to be a little bit mismatched defensively, offensively in the trenches. We tried to do some different things to try to help us out, get an extra hat in the hole and stuff. They had a good game plan, and they executed.
Does in 2 games like this, even though you're obviously playing against teams that are physically, as you said, more talented than you guys are, does it still weigh on a team's confidence, in terms of how one-sided each of the games were?
We're a proud program. We've won a lot of games here in the last, 9 years or so. So, not to take anything away from Penn State, our kids are crushed. We didn't come here, for military appreciation. We came to work. So, but our hats off to them. They beat us. We take our lickings, and we move on.
Trey still your quarterback yet?
Yeah, I think so. It's just like, like Don said, I think a lot of things he wasn't getting much of a chance. He's still a little ginger on his ankle. We got to get him full speed. But he's definitely got to be able to play full speed to help us out. So this is still a quarterback. And everything that happened wasn't Trey's fault. He's running for his life back there. And so he trying to make a play back there. But Trey again will also be first until he's got to take care of football. That's the nature of our offense. The ball's always going to be his hands, running, throwing the ball. They made some nice plays. But we got to take care of football.
You moved Vickers back to tackle today. What was behind that?
It's just we're trying to get our best 5 guys on the field. We feel like with Graham being there and Tanner in there, we feel like that gives us our best 5.
Questions for the 2 players?
Well, Trey, you just heard Coach talk about you've got to take better care of the ball. The one interception, it looked like it was kind of thrown up for grabs. You're under pressure, and then the fumble. Can you just address that?
We said it perfectly clear. We just have to take care of football. We were hurting ourselves today. We were moving the ball, but then when we get in the red zone, we just hurt ourselves.
So, can you take us through the interception? What happened there, and was it a throw you probably shouldn't have made?
Yeah, it was just a bad decision. For us, shouldn't have made.
Trey, on the penalty, was it a matter of not being able to? Was it crowd noise that threw you off? Was somebody jump on that turf?
It was all over crowd noise. Just we wasn't on point together as a team.
The ankle injury limit you at all?
No, my ankle's fine.
Is that frustrating part as you all normally don't make these kind of mental mistakes, the false starts, the penalties, the turnovers, these are the things that you all have not done over the years, that's why you don't beat yourselves. Is that what's most frustrating, Trey?
Yeah, it basically is. Like I said, we keep hurting ourselves because we were moving the football, like I said earlier, and we just hurt ourselves at the end. We had, I think it was 1st and 10, we got the false start penalty, then we had a missed assignment, so it just put us back on ourselves.
The slot backs, they couldn't even hear you, and they're lined up pretty close to you. So many times they had to lean in. Can you just talk about the crowd noise, how that affected your offense at the time?
I mean, I think I could have been louder. I could have helped them out a little bit more. And it was just all around. We just had missed assignments, and we just really want to focus out there today.
Keegan is defensively, obviously they came out throwing. I think he started something like 7 for 7 or something of that nature. Just kind of talk about the start the defense had. You were kind of back on your heels a little bit.
It was definitely frustrating. Put up on the line. I was doing more pass rushing today, so I don't really know what was going on behind me in the secondary. But we were expecting them to try to run the ball on us, even though they had success in the pass. And they came out slinging, and we didn't defend it. I thought we did a pretty good job on some stuff that we were well prepared for, but I think we still had a good game plan for the deep ball, which really hurt us. I wish we would have rebounded better, even after 2 of those. It's not like nothing we were doing was working.
Do you think with having 2 weeks prepared for this game, would you have thought that the result would have been, even if you hadn't won, would have been a little closer than it was today?
Absolutely. I mean, at halftime, we knew we were still in it. We were definitely getting beat defensively. No doubt about it. They were beating us, but it wasn't anything that we hadn't prepared for. So it's frustrating to look back and say, what if we would have been in this gap or came out faster? I definitely would have hoped that we could have come out and stopped them, like we did in the 3rd quarter, right before halftime as well. But you can't go back. You don't get 2 chances. So.
Keegan, obviously a difficult start to the season, 2 powerful opponents and 2 bad losses. How do you rebound?
I mean, none of these guys are going anywhere. They're at the school because they're fighters, they're scrappers. That's how they got recruited. And we have great leadership via our captains and our seniors, I think, and our quarterback. And I don't think any of these guys are going anywhere. We all know it. We're going to come back Monday ready to work.